Talofa lava, everybody. This is Mani Malaiulu, and this is the Empowerment Training Show, where we bring you people that have done incredibly well in their chosen profession or in the community to come on board and share their wisdom and their knowledge so that you can also empower your lives as well. And my guest today is somebody that I have great respect for. He is well respected in the community, and he's doing some great work, in particular with men's health, and his name is Siaosi Anamani. Also, thank you very much for doing this and taking the time to come on the show.
Oh, my pleasure. Humbled by that awesome introduction. But yeah, again, man, thank you, Mani, and the Empowerment Training for this opportunity just to come and connect and also share, my journey and some of the things that I've been able to go through through my work. So good to connect to you, also.
Thanks, also. It's definitely good to have you, man. And saying that, I thought we'd just start off by maybe sharing with us a little bit about yourself, what you've been up to, maybe even where you're from, and how lockdown's probably treating you at this time.
Cool. So, as you said, my name is Siaosi Anamani. From Porirua, pretty much, born and raised here. Currently work for Two Order Compass Health as a health promoter and health coach, focusing on our Pacific families, especially men. Outside of that, have other initiatives which I support and I'm also involved in, like Walking Samoans, alongside our Reverend Mata Mariota. I also facilitate a group called Fai Lou Puke, in Samoan is Do You Have Guts?
Yeah, nice.
And also part of Pacific Men's Health Aotearoa. So just a few things I'm involved in that I'm quite passionate about, and hopefully able to encourage and inspire, our men and our families, and especially our young people, our future leaders.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, absolutely. And during this time, also during lockdown time, what have you been doing to keeping yourself or to keep yourself busy during this time of lockdown?
Well, interesting enough, during this whole lockdown period, it's just been able to have time with family, with my wife and our 3 kids, and also my father-in-law. So it's been, I'd say, a blessing in disguise, for us. And I say this on our journey. We've been enjoying our times where we just get to train in the morning. I'd say for the last 4 weeks now, me and my wife have been getting up every morning, just having our time together, having time with our kids. Obviously they're not at school, but just juggling all of that, being a parent, making sure we're still doing our work, following through our responsibilities. So yeah, definitely that's been a blessing, and just having time with my kids and their grandfather. So,
Awesome. Yeah, no, very cool. I'm glad to hear that your family's well. I was just talking to some others as well, and it's a time for us to connect on a different level, and obviously use that time wisely. So that's awesome to hear that you're doing that. Given the recent events, though, also there's a bit of fear out there. Yeah, there's a bit of fear, and it's linked to uncertainty, and that fear is probably valid for many of the people out there, and in particular for our PI people out there. I'm just wondering, during this time, is there something that comes up for you that you're fearing at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, it's I think it's quite normal to feel a bit worried or come across anxious about things. I mean, given what's happened with COVID, right across the world, but also, within New Zealand, again, sadly, we've seen people, pass away from this from this virus and other things. But I guess for myself and my family, like we've just been drawing on our faith. Just drawing upon the things that keep us grounded, looking at ways that we can control the things that we can, which is obviously looking within our own bubble, connecting with family, connecting with our friends through a platform as such. I guess those are the blessings as well, that we're able to use technology to connect with others, and also just learn and converse. So yeah, I mean, those are the things that have kept us grounded, and also physical activity. As
Yeah.
you know, by doing physical activity, it helps decrease all that emote like stress, pressure. You'll be able to manage things a bit better. So yeah, that's what we've been able to do.
That's awesome. Oh, very cool, man. It's good to hear that you're obviously promoting that as well in terms of your health. I totally back that 100%. Getting out there, getting the fresh air. It doesn't matter how fast or slow it is. It's just a matter of actually doing it and putting it into place.
Yeah,
And yeah,
and and that's an encouragement to people. Like any form of movement, it's good movement.
mm,
I mean, it's not just looking at our physical movement. Like just even moving the mind.
mm,
Tapping into things that that will just help stimulate you to to be positive. Having enough rest, things like that. Things can be quite overwhelming by looking on social media or TV. But just reflecting and fine tuning on what you can control, will definitely just help you. And that's what's definitely helped me. So hopefully, I can continue to help people.
and just going off the whole, focusing on what you can control. Is there is there something that is exciting you in terms of some sort of opportunity that you are looking forward to coming out of this period of lockdown or this period of COVID-19?
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely during this whole lockdown period, what excites me is that being able to refill my cup. So
Mm,
doing me, um, again, not trying to be selfish. As much as I love supporting people and families and communities, it was just a timely reminder to again look within, look at my family, like within my close surroundings, and then just continue to build from there. And then with technology, as I shared before, like having this kind of platform, it's going to be a great opportunity to connect with people that if we can't physically connect with them, then hey, here's an opportunity that we can share some of these things that what's worked for me, as well as understand how can we learn from them, or and vice, it's a two-way thing.
yeah.
I don't have all the answers, but it's just here's the opportunity that how can we meet that need.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm glad you mentioned about filling your own cup because as you alluded to, sometimes that comes off like it's a selfish thing, but it's certainly not a selfish thing if you have the right perspective on it. And I guess I share that view with you in terms of filling your own cup so that you can have, obviously offer more value to other people and actually do your job in a bigger capacity and expand yourself a lot more. So I guess that's what you're saying, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, like it's. I think it's important that you look after number one.
Mm.
It is quite hard to talk about that as well. Saying you need to do you. Again, everybody's different. What drives them and what fuels them. It could be by supporting someone else, but at the same time, you don't want to be giving so much of yourself that it's not deep down inside it's that's not the true reflection of what you could potentially offer, and you could you could give more. So
Mm.
yeah, definitely this during this time, man, I feel like I'm ready to go again.
Yeah.
Just yeah, really excited. But again, I'm just open to learn. I think I wouldn't be able to do it on my own. I know there's some key people out there, key leaders, key enablers that we can continue to learn. And again, I think this platform today and this opportunity to share today with you, Mosul, it's I think it's a blessing in disguise. So great to learn from you as well. So
Oh, no, likewise. Also, like I said, it's awesome to have you on board. And just given the work that you do, I mean, at the start there, you mentioned that you're involved in quite a few initiatives. There's a few programs that you've started, and you're continuing on. And I can see the excitement from you wanting to get back in there and keep it rolling. I just wanted to ask, is there a piece of advice or some sort of comments that you can shed some light on for our young men out there, in particular for our Pacifica men? I know that you're involved with the Pacifica men quite heavily. They might be going through a bit of a tough time at the moment. There is a lot of uncertainty out there, but obviously there's some opportunities that we can focus on as well. Just wondering if you got any comments for them.
Yeah, I guess one thing I could just share to our men out there is that whatever you're going through, it's okay to you know it's okay to feel the way you feel. You may feel down, you may feel high, like you're full of excitement, you could be down, but just understand that that there is help out there. Support is there for you. We're in an environment where we're continually growing. Things can evolve. It's like if you continue to be in a position where or a state of mind where you're down, then obviously if you're not looking at ways to improve that situation, then just know that there is help out there. Don't be afraid to feel that you're on your own. It can be easy for me to say that, but for the person that's going through it, maybe they're just resisting that help and support. But definitely help is there. People are there to help you. Again, for me, it's been faith.
Yeah.
If I can share that, that there is a greater source and a greater meaning to your life. I know that God's got some greater things for you. So, yeah.
Very cool. And if somebody is going through some tough times, also, I think it might be good to just highlight how does someone get involved with some of the initiatives that you're running, whether it be Fai Lou Puke or Walking Samoans. Where can they find you, or where can they interact with you and the group there?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously with these different groups I'm involved with, feel free to contact myself. Happy to give out my details. Our Walking Samoans group, we operate on a weekly basis, once a week on a Saturday. So we have a Facebook page through Fai Lou Puke. It's again, it's a private group, but just get in contact with myself. Our Pacific Men's Health Aotearoa, we have social media as well. Please, I'm privileged to be in a space with a lot of great men who run great initiatives. So definitely just get in contact through social media, or happy to leave my details.
Nice. And so don't be afraid, guys. What we'll do is we'll chuck down the links at the bottom of this post, and we'll make sure that if you are wanting to see Siaosi and the good work that he's doing and even be a part of it, you're more than welcome to obviously do that. Also, I just want to throw it out to you. Any last words, man? Any last words? I know you're a busy man, so I want to get you back to work. Any last words for our audience?
Again, help is there. Help is out there, whether it be within your bubble in terms of your families or your close friends. If you're not sure, then reach out to some of our the support services that are available to you, whether you're in the Wellington region, wherever you are. But don't be afraid to ask. I think everyone says there's never a silly question. So just ask. And continue to, if you're willing to, if you're wanting their help, just ask. Be praying for you guys as well. Happy to pray for people that I have never met, but just if I can be of help, then prayer is a good answer as well. So yeah, thanks again, Mani, and Empowerment Training for this awesome opportunity. Blessed to share a bit about the journey that I've been on.
No worries. Also, like I said, it's a blessing for you to come on board. But just going off that, what you mentioned there in terms of asking, just ask. I suppose a lot of people, they fear the judgment that comes back on them if they do ask, and there's just no judgment unless you put yourself out there and get the help that you need. So don't be afraid, and obviously. There'll be some opportunities there that people can actually help you with, and in particular with Siaosi and what he's doing with his initiatives and his programs. So thank you very much also for coming on board.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you. I wish you all the best with your plans, all the best with your program. I remember you talking about that initially, and it was perhaps an idea, and now it's flourished. And I know that you'll continue to make that happen and make the impact that you want to make there in the community, in particular for our men. So thank you also for the work that you do, and thank you for taking the time to come on board and be with us today.
Yeah, man, and again, thank you to Mani. Privilege as well. Just to see the work that you're doing through empowerment training flourish. It's great to be surrounded by men as well, such as yourself and other great men before us. Who continue to pave that way. So, I think it's really important that we're surrounded by people who are creating great platforms, as well as just encouraging our young men as well, because they're the voice of our future. They're our future, and they've got some amazing things that they're just ready to roll out.
Absolutely, man. I agree 100%. All right, also Mani Malaiulu and Siaosi Anamani right here in the Empowerment Training Show. Whawhatai tele lava everybody for tuning in. Until next time, tofa.
Whawhatai.